Hey, good morning, everybody, and happy Friday to you on this May 26, 2023. Good morning, Vin, Bob, Winslow, JW, Chip, Julie. Good morning, everybody. Hey, Alan, good morning. How's everybody doing? Hope last night was restful. Well, let's get today kicked off here. There's something. Hey, Frank, how are you? I want to read something to you. And what I did is I Googled or did that. What is it? That Chat GP. I think I did it on Bing. And my question: what was the market outlook for 5/26/23? Just curious, see what it would do. Here's what it came back with. The stock market outlook for 5/26/23 is mixed as investors are weighing the prospects of a slowing economy, a possible Fed rate hike, looming debt ceiling crisis, and the impact of AI and ChatGPT on various sectors. According to Forbes Advisor, the S&P rose 1.25% in April and is expected to continue its bullish momentum in May, a month that has historically been one of the worst for the index. Now, I'm emphasizing certain words in here for a reason at the end, okay? However, Morgan Stanley's chief U.S. equity strategist Mike Wilson says this year's stock rally is not the start of a new bull market and warns of a significant drop in profits later this year due to inflation and recession risks. He also says that AI and ChatGPT will likely lead some efficiencies, but not enough to prevent an earnings recession. Other sources suggest that the stock market does well in non-election years and presidential election years, and that stocks are trading at a deep discount but need evidence of a long-term economic rebound, moderating inflation to rally back to fair value. So I read through this and I see it's like a tit for tat. It's like, well, this and then that and the other thing. And this is where I get, you guys all know, I get a little excited. How in the world do you trade? And this is what it is right here. How in the world do you trade that? And this is why I want to focus strictly on the chart, okay? Let's go take a look at T21. First of all, let's take a look at the SPY here. Now, you can look at the chart, you can look at price, and price should somewhat frighten you. It should. Price action actually, I think, looks horrible. I don't mean horrible like horrible we're going to tank or something. I just mean choppy, horrible. Looks like it's been beat up, rolled up, wet and dried a dozen times. It just looks horrible as far as I'm concerned. But on the other hand, if you take price away, you can clearly see the trend is still a trend. A good place to look at it would be right here. You guys had to know this was coming, right? The trend is still there. Price action, horrible, but trend is still there. If we come over here, now let's remember this. Trend is still there. And now let's come over to the T2122 chart. We're in this oversold area where we've had this pullback, which goes with the recent little pullback we've had. And, you know, we look at this and sometimes we get a little, oh my gosh, this is turning, you know, this is turning the wrong direction. But the trend remains. So this pullback we've had here is nothing more than a pullback in the trend. Everything reverts back to chart. Everything reverts back to what the trend is doing. So I think this is something to focus on. I had a wonderful comment this morning, earlier this morning, an absolute wonderful comment this morning. Let me find it here. It says here, it says, good morning to me, and you're on a great winning streak. Keep that up. And it's because I have focused, and I got a little off focus here a few months ago. I have focused back on strictly the chart and strictly trading the trend, and really backing off of when the market is not my market. Now, my market, good morning, my market may not be your market. And what I mean by that is, it's like right now, I think this is horrible. Absolutely horrible. So I'm very, very cautious. Quicker on profits than maybe normal, and I'm pretty quick on profits. Being a little more picky about the trades I take. And when I say that, I want trades that are doing this right here. Now, toward the end of the day yesterday, I bought Apple. That's what the trend is doing. Extremely clear. No quivering about it. A true trend. And, you know, the idea, well, we're too high, and that used to be a trap I would fall into. Well, I can't buy this because it's too high. You know, the exact same person that's saying that right now also said it back here. And now look at it. So it can continue to go higher. So it's the trend I'm focusing on. And by the way, for anybody else, this is the T line here, the white line, the 8 exponential. This is our Trendicator, which is nothing more than the 17 exponential. Not shown here is the 3 exponential measured on the high. That is built into my scans. So I don't look at that on the chart because it just makes the chart, makes me go dizzy. But I build it into the scans. So when I'm looking for a trade, I want that 3-8 Trendicator to be trending. And I want a nice solid trend. I want this in the market as well as the chart that I'm looking at. So it's really breaking things down and reverting back to the chart. And I like this thing I just read to you. And you can go, I believe my question was, well, here, you know what? I can tell you exactly what my question was, I think. What is the stock market outlook for 5/26/23? And here's what it came back with. And it just seems more like more of a tit for tat. It's like, well, if, or anyway. And I just don't understand how a person can trade that. I don't. Maybe you can. I don't know. I can't. Anyway, sorry. I felt like going on about that. Somebody looking for a chart here that's under $4, $5. Can't say right now I'm in love with it. A lot of black candles on my chart. It is gapping up this morning, so it is setting up right now for rounded bottom breakout. And right now you've got about a 10% move in it, so this might be something to look at. Let me fix this real quick. There we go. No, we'll skip that one. We're going to skip. Well, I don't know. Some of these are set up for shorts yet. We're still in a downtrend here. We've got a low, a little high. We've got a double bottom. So really what we need is a little more information in here. Is this chart going to... Are we going to break out here, or are we going to break out down there? So there's the idea. Well, wait for that breakout, breakdown, excuse me, for a short. Wait for that breakout for a long, because if it does break out for a long, then I see it going back and at least maybe challenging the 50 period moving average up here. Or there's pick your direction while you're in this area. And this is where, you know, we all have to decide what we want to do. You know, what camp do you fall in? You want to jump in now, one direction or the other, or wait for that breakout, or wait for that breakdown? Let's see. Good morning, Chip. Can you show that response again? Sure. And I did it on Skype. Bing is on Skype, and it's always there. And I just asked that question this morning, and I copied it to this right here. Yeah. Here, let's do this. I'll post it right here in the trading room. I think. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Let's see what else. You bet, Chip. You bet. Amazon. Look at Amazon. Am I still in Amazon? I don't know. I don't even have my. I think I'm in Amazon. Yeah, I think I'm in Amazon. I don't have my Trade Hawk loaded up yet. Nice little flag here on Amazon. Man, that looks higher right there. And again, look at that trend. Price holding with the T-line. T-line, price doesn't always have to be above the T-line. That's why I said, in this case, price holding with the T-line, and then the T-line above the green dots, the Trendicator here. That's what I want. Now I'm going to wait for the price setup. In this case, we've got a rally and then a pullback, and we're forming a bottom in that pullback. So this is why I like Amazon. Airlines. I typed in the room this morning early on. Airlines seem like they're doing pretty good. Take a look at American here. And we've got this nice little bottom forming down here. Now, notice price is just, you know, it's doing what price does. But the overall bottom is being formed. Here, if we take this low right here and just run it pretty much horizontal, we now have a shoulder, head. You can call the shoulder, right shoulder here if you want to call it here, that's fine. You know, you've got a nice little reversal pattern in here. So we look at this chart, and I totally recognize that you could put that downtrend line on there, and you could, you know, you could make an argument, well, I can't trade that because we're too close to this downtrend line, or we're still under this downtrend line. Or you could look at it in a little different way. Hey, I'm seeing this as going to challenge that line. I'll take that challenge because it just might break out. Delta also looking good. Look at that bottom forming. A little different. I wouldn't call that a rounded bottom here at all. But we've got that bottom forming. We've got this pop the upside. Basically a nice little wedge setting in here on Delta. So I think Delta's looking good. UAL, look at that. I think that's got a nice round bottom to it. Nice pop up. Here's your flag setting up. So airlines might be setting up here. Now, I also want to mention this. Anytime I mention a chart, it doesn't mean that, hey, buy airlines today. Okay, that's not what that means. It means that the chart pattern is setting up. I see the potential move to the upside. Now it's important to pay attention to price action and make sure it's in your world for a trade. You know, this is still setting up. It's not taking off. So the setup side of it could last for 3 or 4 more days. It could do that for 3 or 4 more days. It could break out and then test down here. And if you're, if you're looking for a chart, get it and go, well, that's not going to happen. You want to trade like that, you need the right tools. You need the right tools. So, if you're looking at what we post out here, it's not all about the right now. It's about holding. Let me give you an example. Everybody knows that I've been holding Bank of America. And there we are setting up. Pretty nice right now. But does that mean it's going to go up today? I've thought that several times that it was getting ready, but it doesn't. I thought right here, okay, we're there. I mean, finally, we've got a nice double bottom here. We popped up sideways, breaking out. Here we go. Well, it didn't go. Now it's setting up again. So, remember to make sure the chart is in your world. If you don't know what your world is, the trading room, both here, right way options, BYOB, that is the best place in the world to ask, okay? Very important. So if you don't know what your world is, ask. We can't tell you what your world is, but maybe we can help you find it. That's what I mean by that. So anyway, I need to get going. We'll see everybody at the bottom of the hour. Thank you very, very much for being here. I'm going to be here until my normal time I go to lunch, and then I may stop in sometime the midday. But for the most part, I'll be taking Friday off here. But I will be here until my normal lunchtime. So see everybody at the bottom of the hour. Take care, and thank you very much.